Hey everybody, it's me, Veronica Drake. Welcome back to One Subtle Shift, the place where we explore small, soul-aligned ways to reset, realign, and reconnect with the truth of who you are. And today, we're shifting from thinking to feeling. Yep, feelings are the language of the soul. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a gut feeling about something? I'm sure you have. Maybe a person, a job, maybe a situation, only to opt out of trusting it, but rather going with logic. Logic is synonymous to going with what we know, conditioning. It makes sense on paper kind of logic, like this won't compute. It doesn't make any sense. I've never heard of it. But that's a red flag. If something is super uber familiar and you go, oh, this resonates, that's your logic, that's your ego, that's your mind. That is not your intuition. I have been there, and let me tell you, I still can get there. Our minds are loud, they're cluttered. Our intuition, it offers deeply, deeply silent, subtle whispers through the body. So today's subtle shift is this. What if your body knew the answers before your brain did? That's my point. The subtlety of the body. Your intuition isn't just woo-woo. It's not some floating cloud or mystical energy. Woo! It's grounded, it's embodied, and it's always speaking through you. Our bodies are constantly giving us information. Our soul is always talking to us. Now, our body, some signs, maybe you get a tightness in your chest, butterflies in your belly, goosebumps. Maybe you have a certain wave of nausea. Maybe there's an eerily calm feeling when there shouldn't be. Or maybe you just get tense out of nowhere. The key here is slowing down enough to notice what's being said to you. Now, you've probably walked in a room and, well, you just knew something was off, but you couldn't find the words to explain it. That, my friend, is your intuition. And if you could find the words to explain it, that would be your logic, your mind, your ego. So your body is saying, something here isn't quite resonating with me. It doesn't need evidence, it just knows. But guess what? Most humans aren't happy with that. They need to pull the thread, go down the rabbit hole, and make the equation make sense. That's logic. That's pushing out your intuition. We don't want to do that. So here's the shift. Start asking your body yes or no questions. Not your brain, your body. And you can even start out by saying, this is not for the brain, this is not for the logic, this is for my body only. Call up your body. Next, you're going to get into a quiet place. I always put my hand on my heart. You can put it on your heart or your belly and ask clear yes or no questions. Something simple. Is this the right time for me to have that conversation with my boss? Do I need more rest today? Is this, fill in what you're looking for, the right next step for me? Now, listen. Don't think, feel. I'm telling you, it's going to be super subtle, so you have got to pay attention. A yes might feel like an expansion, maybe a fluttering, maybe a warmth, maybe you feel like warm water's running over your body, or there's just a lightness about you. A no might just feel like a heaviness on your chest, or maybe your shoulders move forward and droop slightly. Maybe there's a contraction. I promise you, if you pay attention, that subtleness will get louder and louder. Now, let me share a quick story. A woman in one of my classes kept saying, I don't think I'm intuitive. My mind never shuts down. I don't think I have it. But every time we practiced body-based listening, she nailed the message. She started using it to make tiny decisions like, what should I eat? When do I rest? And even used it to respond to text messages. One day she just told me right out of the blue, I trusted a gut feeling, and guess what I did? I canceled a trip. Big move, right? A day later, a major storm hit that area, the exact area she was going to. Boom. She didn't need any more proof. Now, your proof might not be that exaggerated or that big, but I promise you it will get there. This is how intuition works. We don't need the why. Forget the why. You don't need to know why intuition is telling you to do something. I promise you, let go of the why. We just need a willingness to trust the signal. Here's your homework. This is your one subtle shift practice. Every morning for the next 7 days, pause and ask, body, what do you need from me today? Then sit for at least 60 seconds. Just breathe, feel, and listen. Don't overthink it. Don't ask why when you get something. Just notice. You might hear movement or water or a break from the screen. Who knows? Whatever it is, honor it. Even if it's just in a small way. Once you start moving the energy of honoring your intuition, it will come more and more forward. It will start blossoming, getting bigger. It's living in the wisdom of your body. It's waiting to be trusted. So, if something stirred inside of you, I'd love for you to take this information and give it life in your day. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel, share my podcast with your friends, because the way the world, the collective changes is one subtle shift at a time. And if you're somebody who would like guidance on your one subtle shift, book a private reading with me. Let me be the interpreter. Let me guide you and you chime in. Yep, a co-creative process. Book your intuitive reading with me today. Thanks for listening.